Review on the latest or the new movie Room for Loyalty. The movie opens with Frank walking into his home after a long, stressful day at work. His wife, Tra, greets him with a mix of warmth and frustration.
She's been dealing with her own chaos. Her friend, who's having serious marital issues, has shown up at the doorstep with her 7 children. Tra is torn between helping her friend and managing the disruption this sudden invasion has brought into their home. Frank, already exhausted, isn't thrilled about the situation. You can feel the tension in the air, like a pot about to boil over. It's one of those moments where you wonder, how would I handle this if I were in their shoes?
Tra's friend is in a tough spot. Her husband is abusive, and she's desperate for a safe place to stay.
But Frank isn't having it. He's practical. How are they supposed to feed 7 extra mouths? Tra argues that her friend needs help, but Frank counters with logic. If she's having issues, she should divorce him and start fresh somewhere he can't find her. It's a classic clash between empathy and practicality. You can't help but wonder, what would you do in Frank's shoes? Would you open your home, or would you draw the line?
In the middle of their argument, Tra suddenly shifts gears. She grabs a microphone and starts singing, lightening the mood. It's a funny, unexpected moment that shows how she uses humor to diffuse tension. Frank, caught off guard, can't help but laugh, but the underlying issues remain. The scene leaves you wondering, can a little humor really solve such a big problem, or is it just a temporary band-aid on a much deeper wound?
The next morning, Frank is rushing to work, but there's no breakfast ready. Tra is overwhelmed with her friend and the kids, and Frank is left hungry and annoyed. It's a small moment, but it speaks volumes about how stress can disrupt even the simplest routines. You can almost feel Frank's frustration as he heads out the door, wondering if his home will ever feel normal again. It's one of those relatable moments. Haven't we all had days where nothing seems to go right?
Enter Sonia, Frank's best friend. She's confident, outspoken, and clearly has a strong bond with Frank. Tra immediately feels threatened. Sonia's presence adds another layer of tension to the already chaotic household. You can sense Tra's unease. Why does Sonia seem so comfortable in her home? Is there more to their friendship than meets the eye? It's a question that lingers in the air, making you wonder about the dynamics of their relationship.
Things take a spicy turn when Sonia accuses Tra of intentionally putting too much pepper in her food. It's a petty argument, but it escalates quickly. Frank tries to mediate, but it's clear that Sonia and Tra are like oil and water. The scene is both funny and frustrating. How can something as small as pepper cause such a big fight? It's a reminder of how little things can sometimes blow up into major conflicts, especially when emotions are running high. In a bold move, Tra locks Sonia out of the house. It's a power play that leaves everyone stunned. Sonia is furious, Frank is caught in the middle, and Tra is standing her ground. The tension is palpable. You can't help but wonder, was Tra justified, or did she take things too far? It's one of those moments where you're torn between rooting for her and questioning her actions. Frank is torn between his loyalty to Sonia and his commitment to Tra. He tries to stay neutral, but it's clear that he's struggling. The scene humanizes him. He's not a villain, just a man trying to keep the peace. But can he really please everyone? It's a dilemma many of us can relate to. How do you balance the people you care about when they are at odds with each other? Sonia makes a snide comment about Tra being a village girl, implying that she's unsophisticated. It's a low blow that highlights the class tensions simmering beneath the surface. You can feel Tra's hurt and anger. It's a moment that makes you question, why do we judge people based on where they come from? Isn't it their character that truly matters? The scene leaves you reflecting on your own biases and how they might affect your relationships. Sonia offers a half-hearted apology, but it's clear she doesn't mean it. Tra sees right through it, and so do we. The scene is a masterclass in passive-aggressive behavior. It leaves you wondering, can a forced apology ever really mend a relationship? Or does it just make things worse? It's a question that hits close to home for anyone who's ever been on the receiving end of a fake, "I'm sorry."
The food battles escalate when Sonia complains about the soup again. Frank tries to smooth things over, but it's clear that the tension is reaching a boiling point. The scene is both hilarious and exhausting. How many times can they argue about food? It's a reminder of how small issues can become big problems when there's underlying resentment. In a moment of intimacy, Sonia places her hand on Frank's lap. Tra sees it and is visibly upset. It's a small gesture, but it speaks volumes. The scene leaves you questioning, was it innocent, or was Sonia crossing a line? It's one of those moments where you're left wondering about the boundaries of friendship and marriage. The cultural clash between Tra and Sonia becomes more apparent. Tra's village upbringing is constantly contrasted with Sonia's city sophistication. It's a theme that resonates with anyone who's ever felt out of place. You can't help but wonder, why do we let these differences divide us? Shouldn't we be celebrating what makes us unique instead of using it as a reason to judge? Frank and Tra have a heated discussion about money. Tra wants to help her friend start a business, but Frank is worried about the financial strain. It's a relatable moment. How do you balance generosity with practicality? It's a question many of us grapple with, especially when it comes to helping loved ones in need. In a shocking moment, Sonia slaps Tra during an argument. It's a turning point in the story, and you can feel the tension explode. The scene leaves you breathless. How did things get so out of hand? It's a reminder of how quickly conflicts can escalate when emotions take over. Frank finally puts his foot down and tells Sonia she has to leave. It's a moment of clarity for him, but it's also heartbreaking. You can see the pain in his eyes. He's losing a friend, but he's choosing his marriage. It's a decision that many of us can relate to. Sometimes, you have to make tough choices to protect what matters most. Frank and Tra have a heartfelt conversation where they reaffirm their love for each other. It's a touching moment that reminds us why they are together in the first place. The scene leaves you feeling hopeful. Can love really conquer all? It's a question that lingers, making you reflect on your own relationships. Sonia packs her bags and leaves, but not without a final confrontation. It's a bittersweet moment. You can't help but feel sorry for her, even though she caused so much trouble. It's a reminder that everyone has their own struggles, even when they are not handling them in the best way.
With Sonia gone, the household begins to settle. But the scars remain. The scene leaves you reflecting, how do we move on from conflict? Is it possible to truly heal, or do we just learn to live with the wounds?
Frank and Tra adjust to life without Sonia. It's not easy, but they are committed to making it work. The scene is a reminder that relationships take effort. It's not always smooth sailing, but with love and communication, you can navigate even the roughest waters. Sonia's husband calls Frank, accusing him of stealing his wife. It's a dramatic twist that adds another layer of complexity to the story. The scene leaves you wondering, how will Frank handle this new challenge? It's a reminder that life is full of unexpected curveballs. Frank and Sonia's husband have a heated argument. It's a tense moment that forces Frank to confront his own feelings. The scene is both thrilling and emotional, leaving you on the edge of your seat.
Frank and Tra finally find peace. They've been through a lot, but their love has endured. The scene leaves you feeling satisfied. Sometimes, love really is enough. It's a comforting thought, especially in a world that often feels chaotic.
The movie ends with a powerful message about the importance of communication and prioritizing your partner. It's a lesson we can all take to heart. Relationships aren't always easy, but they're worth fighting for. Throughout the movie, there are moments of humor that keep the story from becoming too heavy. These moments remind us that even in the toughest times, laughter can be a lifeline. It's a reminder to find joy, even when life feels overwhelming. What makes this movie so compelling is its relatability. The characters feel like real people, with real flaws and real emotions. It's a story that stays with you long after the credits roll. You can't help but see a little bit of yourself in their struggles and triumphs. The movie leaves us with a big question. How do we balance our relationships with the people we love? It's a question that doesn't have an easy answer, but it's one worth exploring. It's a reminder that life is messy, but it's also beautiful.
In the end, the movie is a reminder that love, communication, and a little humor can help us navigate even the most chaotic situations. It's a story that's both entertaining and thought-provoking, leaving us with plenty to reflect on. It's a roller coaster of emotions, with moments that will make you laugh, cry, and question everything. Alright guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Like and comment and share our video, so you never miss any of our video. Trust me, you don't want to be the last to know about our next video.